And welcome back. This is going to be part 2 of the Rising Oracle at Dawn, Rare Love Edition. And we left off with what is bringing the collective together with their one true love. So, with that being said, we're going to go into Wisdom of the Hidden Realms, and we're just going to get started right away with more of what is bringing the collective together with their one true love. Here we go. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. What is bringing the collective and their one true love closer together? All right, there's a full pass. Let's see what we have. Letting go and going with the flow. Something about embracing the flow and just allowing nature and the universe to take its course and do the work. Practicing the law of non-attachment. Letting go of rigidity and perfectionism. So this is confirmation of what I was saying in part 1. About how there's no such thing as a perfect partner. So letting go of the perfectionism is contributing to bringing you closer to your one true love. We're being guided to be easy on ourselves and others at this time, and just watch how smoothly we move forward. Let's keep going. Ooh, we also have the Arrow Master. Setting our intention. And there's that detachment right there. Practicing the art of detachment. Letting go of attachments. Trusting where the arrow is going to land. In terms of your one true love, this is the real deal, right on the mark. The Arrow Master. This is an ally coming to help us target our intentions. Name our target, Holy Spirit just said. Name our target. And be more deliberate. Being more deliberate. Focusing on our dreams and desires with intention. And aligning it with spirit. Allowing that intention to go unencumbered by your eagerness to see it land exactly the way you want it to land. Let's keep going. What else is bringing the collective closer to their one true love? Just had 2 cards come out. The Winged Wise Ones and the Chess Queen. Trusting in that angelic help as they are miraculously strategizing for us. Just somehow trusting that these connections will bring us peace of mind. Something about allowing Source to make the moves for us, while also being in acceptance of this miraculous aid. Something about listening to your guides is also bringing you closer to your one true love. Let's keep going. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source. What else is bringing the collective together with their one true love? Selflessness. Ooh, and overcoming obsessions. Overcoming those attachments. Hello, beautiful sister. Chef Mary in the building. Thank you so very much for popping in, and happy Monday. Yes, I will visit you very soon, beautiful sister. Very soon. Something about your true purpose is extremely relevant. Like, you know who you are. To thine own self be true. Being real with yourself is also contributing to bringing you closer together, as well as that attitude of gratitude, small actions, and selfless service to others. Embracing your soul's purpose is pretty impressive to your one true love here. And by allowing gratitude to be your guide with these relationships is also helping. Being thankful for all that you learn from them. Seeing the teacher in everyone. No friends, no enemies, just teachers along life's journey. The attitude of gratitude is a magnet for true love in all forms. I'm going to say that again. The attitude of gratitude is a magnet for true love in all forms. Hello, beautiful sister Phoenix is in the building. Grand Rising, beautiful sister. Thank you so much for that message in the comments. I went ahead and pinned it for everyone. Thank you for always being such a gem in my life. And I love you. I love you. You. Yes. Oh my gosh. Look at what is at the bottom of the deck. No joke. Talk about a synchronicity, a fun little synchronicity. Only hope is in prayer. They go by Phoenix. Look, Dolly. Look, Phoenix. No joke. Wow. We are doing a rare edition love message and session. This is part 2. I did part 1 earlier this rising, and right now we're in the part of the spread where we're revealing what is bringing the collective and their one true loves together. Whether you're already together or single, or you met a potential but haven't really made any big moves, doesn't matter. It still applies. Surrender to change is bringing you closer together and has been bringing you together, because this is not only what's going to bring you closer together as it comes in, but what has been bringing you closer together. How beautiful. I love that synchronicity. And thank you, Phoenix, for bringing that lovely energy. Sincerely. Wow. I'm a bit awestruck by that, actually. Hmm. Since we do have a spirit animal present, I'm feeling guided to go a little bit deeper on the phoenix, the spirit element animal, celebrating our journey and ensuring our ultimate success with these relationships. Even if you feel as though you're dealing with some kind of perception of failure in terms of relationships at this time, it's as though love in and of itself is like reinventing itself and rising up again whole and new, powerful. But this card could signal the end of a relationship for some of the collective. But it's not the end of your story. As in part 1, there was indication of a blank page, a new story, something about adding to the script, a complete overhaul of our circumstances in the most positive way. moving on and trying something new. And whatever it is that we decide on moving forward will be a successful endeavor no matter what. Resilience is also the energy of the phoenix. Resilience and renewal. So, for some of the collective, in terms of your one true love, there is a renewal of some kind, whether you're already with them or not. The promise of an immortal love. So, for some of you, this is also definitely twin flames and soulmates on a romantic level coming together in terms of soulmates. Tiny K! Oh my gosh! Grand Rising, beautiful sister. And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the live. We're doing a Rare Love Edition session, Oracle at Dawn, Part 2. All about our one true love. And we are at the third position and revealing what is bringing the collective either together or closer together with their one true love. Here we go. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source, what else is bringing the collective closer to their one true love? There it is, confirmation of what I was just saying about soulmates and twin flames. Because it's part of your destiny. It's part of your divinity, Holy Spirit just said. The integrity. And authenticity. Wow. It's divinely inspired. And it's the real deal. Being real with one another. No matter the cost. Is bringing you closer together. Wow. An opportunity to transform fate into destiny. Preordained. How you have been responding to your current circumstances is definitely playing a part in bringing you closer together. It's like external forces or the illusion of external forces, denying it to no avail. Their mission has failed or it's about to fail. And as an observer and paying attention to those certain circumstances in life is just another opportunity for us to demonstrate our resilience. That's all. Teachers and lessons, giving and providing an opportunity for us to continue to demonstrate our resilience. Being faced with relationships brought by fate and how we continue to respond will lead us to our perfect destiny. Assuming the form of a soulmate. This is actually a soulmate card right here. Companionship. And occasionally we will face some obstacles and things that we must change, but only to express our highest good, beloveds. Our destiny is determined by the manner in which we engage on our journey. With integrity. Integrity to our thought, our word, and our deed. As long as we're in the flow of honesty and being true to our word, we are protected and cared for. This is a time when our honesty is paying off, yielding greater dividends than you could have ever expected. And if it feels as though you may have to lose something in the process, you can never lose what's truly yours. I'm feeling guided to make an angel number out of these two cards, 2421 as an angel number. All right, so I just pulled it up. We have 2421 as an angel number. Let's take a look at sunsigns.org and just share some tidbits. We're not going to read it verbatim. Definitely something relevant about our creative side, putting in more dedication and effort. And a reminder from our A-teams, our guides and the Most High, that we are an extraordinary being and we are worthy of this love. There's a lot in store for us. And we can claim it by faith and continuing to believe in ourselves. There's no point in undermining the talents that God implanted in us. So recognizing the highest good in everything that we do by giving praise. That expression of gratitude. Kelly Belly, hello, beautiful sister in the building. Yes, Grand Rising, beautiful. Happy Monday. What is it, Bella? What you barking at? Give me just a second, guys. I need to go investigate what she is barking at. I will be right back. Please do not go anywhere. It will just be a few seconds. All right, we're back. All is well after doing a walk around real quick. Aw, Bella. Tiny K is saying hello to you. Say hi. Hello. Hello, hello. All right, down you go. Go to your spot. I love you. You. Pretty girl. Yes, you are. All right. Let's go ahead and get back to these messages. We're going to make one more full pass with this deck. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source, what brings the collective closer to their one true love? Oh, that was a full pass and nothing came out. So we're going to see what's already in the environment. Already available in the environment. We have the word Lord, communication, and praise. Even more confirmation of that with the Hawk Prince right behind it and the number 11. Master number 11 and our first master number for this session. Thank you, Tiny K. You are beautiful as well, beloved. Thank you. Wow. Double confirmation on the communication. And for those of you who have been here before, you know the drill. Anytime we see a master number, we ring the bell to ring in all the blessings. So that's what we're going to do. Master number 11. We're going to take a look at it as an angel number this time. Just the number 11, though, not 1111. A reminder that our thoughts and desires directly impact our reality. Phoenix, you were looking for that confirmation the other day. And I guess we were both having brain farts because it just wasn't clicking what you were trying to share about in one of your more recent lives. Not your most recent ones, but it had to be at least 2 to 3 lives ago when I saw you and you were trying to share about that, about how our thoughts and our desires directly impact our reality. The ability to shape our reality through our thoughts. But there's indication that we are on the right path here already. Let's take a look at astrology.com. Shout out to sunsigns.org for that earlier message, as well as astrology.com for this message about the number 11. Let's see. Trusting in our intuitions. In terms of relationships, finding a partner who shares the same spiritual and intellectual values as you. Also, a reminder that you should focus on self-love and self-care to attract that right kind of relationship. It's also positive in terms of your foundation, a symbol of success, leadership, and abundance. Trusting in your instincts as you continue to pursue your passions. It's also a twin flame number, representing the unity of two souls. Excuse me, the unity of two sharing the same soul. Something about spiritual development that the collective has been putting in that is drawing in your twin flame like a magnet. It also symbolizes the imperfect striving towards perfection, a reminder that we are all flawed, but we have the potential to become something greater, and so does this love. Jonathan, hello, bro star. Welcome back. I hope you are well. Happy Monday, my friend. Thank you so very much for popping in. Taking a closer look at the Hawk Prince. This is a message of good news. Energy coming in to help us in manifesting our destiny. Wow. A message that we have arrived at an important stage in our relationships or upcoming relationships for some of the collective. For those of you who aren't quite going steady just yet, or single and ready to mingle. Spirit is in constant dialogue with you. And more of those downloads and signs and synchronicities are going to be coming in for you. And to some degree, you're just going to know what to do. When that time arrives, you will already know what to do instinctually. All right, let's put this deck down. We're going to move along now to the strengths and qualities of the partnership. And then we're going to go into these cards that tell a bit of a story that's already in the orbit of the collective pertaining to this one true love. So let's go into decisions. All right, we're going to go into the mystical shaman for a bit more pertaining to the strengths and qualities of the partnership. Here we go. Strengths and qualities of the partnerships for the collective. Oh, we just had a card turnover. We're going to do a full pass. Whoa. Apparently a lot. Wow. Okay. Holy Spirit has a lot to say, apparently. In terms of strengths and qualities. At the bottom of the deck and already in the immediate orbit, we have magic. Do you believe in magic? Do, 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 do. Yes. Already in the immediate environment. Oh my gosh. And after a closer look, we have another master number. 33. Yet another blessing to be ringing in with the bell, which I will be doing in just a moment. Ringing in all of these strengths and qualities, as well as the aforementioned and soon to be mentioned blessings pertaining to this rare love. Seeing through the eyes of wonder the potential that exists in the great mind, calling it in. This is a reminder from Great Spirit that we are co-creating our world in a sacred partnership. Being right on track. Confirmation of being right on track. Your observer abilities are definitely a strength and good quality here. Your intentions are good quality. Great quality. Your ability to pay attention to these signs and synchronicities is most certainly a strength. Let's ring the bell to ring in these blessings of these master numbers as well as the aforementioned and what is to come in. This may be a good time to reduce the volume on your listening devices if by chance you may have a sound sensitivity. Buddha. Grand Rising, beautiful. thank you so very much for popping in. I already know the drill. You will be listening or allowing it to play through in the background. Much gratitude. And happy Monday. 1, 2, 3. Ringing it in, ringing it in, ringing it in. All of the aforementioned blessings, strengths, and qualities. So it is, so it is, so it is, and so it shall be. All right. Moving along, let's take a look at what we have face up, and then we'll take a look at what we have face down. We have the Coyote and the Council. Oh my gosh, and there's that master number 11 again. It's out twice now. 1111, this is year 1. This is our year for true love. This is it. Oh, and notice the increase from 11 to 12. This is an instant increase in that love. An instant increase. Some kind of detour that's leading us in the right direction in terms of relationships here. And it may seem a bit confusing at first, or it already seems a bit confusing. But again, this is a detour to test our faith. And Holy Spirit just said, passing that test with flying colors is definitely a strength of the collective. Any challenges that we may face with these relationships are just simply there to test our will and ensure that we are ready to handle what we are setting in motion. Growth and understanding are coming to us with the Coyote. That rare gift of understanding to go along with a rare love. Ignoring and otherwise not engaging with the shallow. Seeing through the shallowness, seeing through the superficial traits. Recognizing that the grass is greener where we water it. See the green in the background? Not to mention our own A-teams, our own council. Always collaborating and co-creating with us. Some kind of life review has been taking place for some of the collective pertaining to relationships. It's not about relationships being bad or good. It's just more about some of the collective is outgrowing or has outgrown where they are. And it may seem like a trick to some, but it's not a trick. It's a natural parting. It's a natural collaboration. Organic. Certified grade A. A reminder of your place. Listening with your inner senses. Being willing to take the next leap without requiring life to reassure you of its success is also an excellent strength and quality to have. Turning a deaf ear to the nagging voice from the ego that tries to tell us that nagging, that we're not up for the task. We're being guided to turn a deaf ear to that. Let's see what we have face down here. Or continue turning a deaf ear to that. We have the circle, lightning, wild woman, and the arrow out again. Number 10, which breaks down to a 1, and we are in year 1. 2026. Year 1. It adds up to a 10, but the number 10 actually doesn't exist. Only the primary numbers 1 through 9. Everything else is just an amplifier. These love connections are right on the money, honey. Not literally, figuratively speaking. They're not unconditional, superficial connections. I mean, they're not conditional, superficial connections. They're, oh gosh. It's unconditional. Let me grab my water so I can wet my whistle. And a little dry spot in my throat. Get your water in, kiss. Yes, get your water in. All right. So, in terms of strengths and qualities, we have entire communities backing our connections with our one true love, first and foremost. Entire communities in support of it. Including those in real time in the 3D willing to step forward and assist the collective in some kind of way, demonstrating their integrity and support. But also remembering where we came from. We were lightning before the thunder. This is all about shirking traditions, hence rare love. And trusting where the arrow lands. Wow. About to make a mark in some aspect of our lives, right here. But our only job is to be relaxed yet focused, keeping our eye on the prize, yet releasing our intentions. Don't worry about the hows. It will make its mark. And we will have cause to celebrate. Celebrate it. For some of the collective, it's time to admit that the path that you've been on in terms of love isn't the winning path for you or your one true love. Something about getting in your own way in terms of true love, or believing that you already missed the mark when you haven't. Time to go into the wilderness, time to regroup. Something better is waiting. Something better is waiting. Not quite so patiently, I just heard. Oh, Wells, we're not the only ones being tested at this time. But I have faith that our one true loves are also doing better than expected and acing those tests. Know that our work, our love, and our service is bringing greater value than we could ever know and realize. Stay the course. Coming to the understanding of the importance of letting go. Love will seek itself again, and the prosperity will come from a new opportunity. The upper world has invested in gathering energies to ignite us with new inspiration, new creativity, a renewed sense of clarity, passion, and vision are certainly excellent strengths and qualities to have in these partnerships. Acceptance, also releasing anything that's in the way of fulfilling it. And the wild woman is a reminder of the best parts of ourselves, divested of all social constraints and cultural conformity, holding up a mirror to our essential selves, the true essence of who we are and who they are, and who we are meant to become together. a light that can no longer be dimmed by restrictions imposed upon us by the expectations of society. We're being guided to uncover that light or continue to let it shine, regardless of any perceived consequences. And that too is an excellent quality and strength to have. There's also a message of doing things in more moderation at this time. Overcoming any kind of obsessive thinking or overthinking or overplanning. Trusting in the fluidity of life. Just as a river. Ooh, another synchronicity. Holy Spirit, come through. Just as a river needs banks to flow through, so too do you need boundaries around thinking and behavior. Yet another synchronicity. How fun. I love it when that happens. Some might even think I'm a bit obsessed with synchronicities, as if there were a such thing. That is so awesome, Tiny K. Thank you for subbing to our friend Eric. Oh, speaking of, hello. I didn't even see you come in. I was like so absorbed in the cards. Grand Rising yet again, Brostar Eric, aka Just a Yogi in the building. Yes, welcome, welcome. Thank you so very much for popping in. In this rare love session, we are now focused on strengths and qualities in partnerships, and it's looking excellent so far. Yes. All right, we're going to make one more pass with a mystical shaman, and then we're going to move along to the next tier of this session, which is weaknesses and issues needing exploring or otherwise addressed. Here we go. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source, strengths and qualities of the partnerships. Okay. So we're going to go with the one that came out and then one more from our immediate environment, which is the serpent. Yet another synchronicity with part one, or otherwise other decks that I have been using. Isn't that interesting? Yet another synchronicity back to back. Wow. So, in terms of strengths and qualities, focusing on reverence and appreciation for one another, as well as the natural gifts that are coming to you now and always, being bestowed by none other than Grandmother Gaia. The grace of spirit, compassion, reverence, service, integrity, gratitude, and humility. No way. Even more synchronicities with this card. Gratitude and humility right there. And integrity already came out. Wow. So amazing. Success is assured in these connections with our one true love with this card. It's assured. It's also an invitation for those of you who have not committed, fully committed. That's your invitation. And with the synchronicity of the snake, the serpent, lots of Kundalini experiences are stirring within us at this time. Multiple Kundalini risings. Multiple. It's like a cycle of shedding and renewing and shedding and renewing. And in doing so, it increases vulnerability, but also fresh new experiences. We're all adults here. Passion and sexuality are awakening. And it can be a little bit scary for some at this time. You're being guided to transform that energy into beautiful, original manifestations. Shedding the past gracefully. Giving it back to the earth. Like a tree shedding its leaves, Holy Spirit just said. Giving it back to the earth. Also, confirmation of not utilizing our energy to engage with the superficial or the seductive. We're going to take a look at angel number 1746 as yet another message. Symbolizing balance in relationships according to astrology.com. Wow, okay. Okay, bring it on. Balance in relationships and spiritual alignment. It's also a reminder with these two cards combined that we do not need to explain our choices to others. And knowing this is definitely a strength and a good quality to have. Less worry, more wonder. Less worry, more wonder. Pushing through obstacles. Beautiful. In terms of love and relationships with number 1746, it indicates stability, harmony, and balance as strengths and qualities. Deepening connections and taking relationships to the next level. If you're single, it's a sign that good things are coming your way, and it's important to keep an open mind and heart. Having faith everything is happening for your highest good. All right, I'm feeling guided to bring in another archetype to assist the collective in these strengths and qualities. Here we go. Calling in allies as archetypes to assist us with our strengths and qualities in our partnerships or potential partnerships. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, we're going to stop there. That's plenty. That's definitely plenty. I didn't realize the deck was going to just start spitting like that. So here we go. We have 4 archetypes. The stone, the orphan, the womb, and the thread. Steadfast loyalty, the eternal, the anchor. We are anchoring in this one true love. this eternal love, becoming more fully committed, but also more fully present in the process. No matter how far these connections may roam, they always find their way back. Grounded, connected, peaceful. Balancing the frenzy. With the orphan, this is deep love, deep acceptance, and deep love, deep solace. Taking time to be present in the feelings that are stirring, allowing it to humble us. What was once rejected is possibly what is most needed now. Tenderness, beyond tenderness. More kindness. Kindness always returns. With the womb, we have nourishment, harmony, warmth, and love assisting us. The nest, the beginning, beyond the beginning. Keeping things more simple, to return and be reborn in the name of love. So this is the phoenix out twice as well. Beyond gender, beyond time. We are within it, and it is within us. The phoenix. Oh my gosh, and I just noticed, hold on. The number 29, if you add the two numbers together, it equals 11, bringing us right back around to that number 11. New beginnings, fresh starts, positive, new, new, new. Wow. And this is the path. Notice the lead saying there's only one way to go from here, and that is up. Not as straightforward as one might think at first assessment. Our whole being is responding to the tug. Our mind and spirit lifted, remembering who we are and what we came into this world to do. And not alone, but with our one true love. Being tethered to it is the only anchor. The anchor. Being tethered to it is the only anchor our heart requires. Beautiful. Oops. All right, let's move along now. We're going to go into the Kipper to reveal weaknesses and issues needing exploring or otherwise addressed. And then we're going to draw this to a close with all the details on how this relationship can be successful. And otherwise, other areas here that may need to be addressed. Here we go. Source, Holy Spirit, Messenger of Source, weaknesses and issues needing exploring. We have the main female. For some of the collective, you may not be seeing the importance of open, deep, romantic love. Or really just open, deep love in your life. For some of you, there may also be an issue with confidentiality and privacy, or otherwise, you might be the main person in that relationship, but there could be a third-party situation going on. And for some of the collective, because we have the mature woman already in the immediate environment, this is a woman older than you or a person older than you who may be a part of that third party, even if it's just a few months to a few years older than you. Third party situation being a weakness or an issue. A meddler, a troublemaking female. And it could be a relative or an ex. I'm not really name calling or anything. It's actually in the book, and I'm going to show you. But if she's behind it or below it, she's a meddler, a troublemaking female relative, or ex. Trying to interfere. So if it's not a third party obviously, to some degree, for some of you, it's not a third party situation with a family member, but it could be like a sister or an aunt or a cousin who is an older feminine. Or it could even be a younger sister who thinks she's more mature and qualified than you are for that relationship. Let's keep going. Weaknesses and issues needing exploring and addressed. Distant horizons and unexpected income. There could be some financial strain on the relationship for some. Or a lack of patience to some degree. Something about pressure for more money, more finances, and they're on their way in but haven't quite made their way in. So it's causing the other person, or you, if this is you, expressing to your partner about financial constraints and not practicing the patience necessary for it to come in, because it's still coming in, but it's unexpected. It's going to come in when it's unexpected and not when you or the other person is trying to dictate it, okay? It's on its way in. For some of you, the issue is a current partner who has been getting like handouts from another the whole time you've been together, and you got a message of concern about it. With 4 and 1 added together to make a 5, it could have been 5 months ago when you received this message that your partner was getting handouts from another, including from below the belt. Just giving it up for free. And for some, they may not even be giving it up for free. They could be, we'll just say gracefully, that they could be adult entertainers to some degree. Or they're so obsessed with the sex part that it's practically their occupation. They do it so much. They're so obsessed. For some, there is despair already in the environment. Indication that they may not be your person. Currently. But even these issues are going to lean to a learning curve, but also lead you to your one true love, nevertheless. This is like, oh, there's that no hire or now hiring sign. For some of the collective, this involves either being without a secure income or a job that's making someone miserable and it's affecting the relationship. Emotional exhaustion, stress. Disclaimer alert. Disclaimer alert. Not a doctor, not a diagnosis, not a prescription, not a prognosis. I am simply the messenger. Please do not pew pew the messenger. Something about grief, adversity, and obstacles, frustration, jealousy, anger, all associated with this card. All I can say is put it where it fits. That can be a number of different reasons and emotions being stirred here. But with this card, it is indication that there is a better future. I'm getting that for the majority of the collective, it's misunderstandings. But for some, this is pretty serious. Especially if you're monogamous and your partner is poly and playing the field while also pretending to be committal to you. They may have a weakness towards others. This is all about a romantic connection or business relationship being compromised. And if it leads to any legal disputes, it will not be working out in the other party's favor, because we have gifts in the immediate environment already. Perhaps some of you have been already onto it, but taking a different approach, trying to be more understanding and graceful, perhaps even a bit merciful about it. Or you know, but you haven't said anything and you're holding it close to your heart at this time. Like they don't know that you know about their toiling around. And for some, leading to that big fat D word, divorce, above the belt. For some of the collective, this is either your expectations or theirs. There's confirmation on that patience or lack thereof. But there is still an opportunity for a fresh new start. Confirmation of a fresh new start with courtship. And it's going to have some of you feeling as though you're already in the lap of luxury. And luxury doesn't necessarily have to negate finances. We can experience wealth in numerous ways. Spiritual wealth. There's that main male. Divine counterpart. It's the guy in the situation. It's the guy in the situation, or the divine masculine in the situation, no matter how you identify. But for some of you, the main male is representing your divine counterpart yet again, because the main female is also out. Both of you share this energy, for those of you connecting with your divine counterpart. This is fun, creativity, luxury, the good life, and all beautiful things. She can also be the best friend of the main female. But this best friend is not the meddler. It's not the troublemaker. You are going to be best friends, or you already are best friends to a degree with your one true love. And those you would consider your best friends are in support of that true love. They're in support of that divinely orchestrated union. In terms of what needs to be explored, keeping an eye out for disdain, because this is also the energy of cluelessness. For some of you, these shenanigans could be going on unbeknownst to you at this time. You could be dealing with a very vain person for some of you. A snob, control freak, domineering, Jezebel, Ahab spirit. Notice I said spirit. We're not calling actual people any kind of names over here. Oh, no, no, no. It's an attachment. It's spirit. Kind of like the parasol. They attach around the same area that parasol is resting. And they just kind of linger right there behind you. Just out of your eye shot at all times. So when you turn your head, that attachment turns. When you turn your head the other way, that attachment turns. Imagine having this like shadow. This is you, okay? And then there's this shadow that's kind of hovering. Low-level spirits. Headstrong, wayward spirits. And to some, it is family-related grief. In terms of weaknesses and issues. All right. Let's go into the Hungarian Gypsy Fortune-Telling Oracle. Can this relationship be successful? And more areas needing to be addressed. We'll also be going into these cards for part of that as well. If that is what you desire, it can be. But we have enemy in the immediate environment. Perceived. We already know when we raise our energy frequency and vibration, we don't have those. And we don't go down dark alleys. And we don't take or touch what isn't ours. This is also indication that for some of you, this is like romance fraud, like somebody trying to connect with you or has connected with you. To create this. loss. Jealousy. Whether it's your partner, your current partner, or external sources and forces, perceivably. For some of you, this is a secret admirer who is adept when it comes to their sixth senses. And they've been observing you on your journey and they want to make their way towards you. This is already in the environment. Because they already know that where you are isn't for you. And they want to give you a message about it, a message of love, a proposal for some. Not necessarily a wedding proposal right away, but some kind of declaration of love. And they want to make it official and forever. Brand spanking new, fresh start right there. With all the wealth and resources necessary. This is resourcefulness. And devotion and loyalty. Your forever home. Forever and ever. Deeper, more long-lasting connections. You are God's gift to your one true love. And that is not meant to be condescending or overconfident at all. But there's more to be revealed for some of you and your partners. The fog is being cleared as we speak, pertaining to that love. And there's that arrow, Master, right there. The arrow out for the third time. And a transformation. Transformative love. So this is love. And unexpected joy right behind that. So for some of you, you're not with your one true love yet, but it's being divinely orchestrated, and that Holy Spirit fire has your back the whole way. So yes, they can be successful relationships, whether it's happening now or it's about to. Merriment. Double confirmation on the yes. And with the widow right behind that. Some kind of past influence who brings you merriment and joy and reasons to celebrate. For some of you. Otherwise, the need to incorporate past lessons into your current life in order to manifest more of that merriment and unite. In no particular order, of course. There it is. some kind of communication coming in. For some of you, this is a interview and a tour for a home. A brand spanking new home. Stability, security, safety. Someone's about to bring you your flowers. And our A teams are emptying that cornucopia of resourcefulness in love and all other areas of our lives already in our orbit. It's already happening. Our A teams are on their A game, protected and blessed as we continue to overcome the past, overcome the anger, becoming more true to ourselves, conveying a higher message, with grace and tenderness, getting out of our heads, getting more adequate rest, no more losing sleep over sheep, and sadness has been turned on its head. I just read the entire deck. All right, so we're going to draw this to a close with these cards and one card from the Angel Tarot at the very end. An archangel being called in specifically for the now moment, also coming in as our allies. This energy is still fresh and on the table. Let's get into this. We have the crowning. More confirmation of that Phoenix energy for the fourth time. An initiation and rebirth. The table has already been prepared by the divine in terms of what needs to be addressed. The crowning. A time when the flower knows it can no longer remain in the constraints. Trusting in the birthing energy and surrendering to the unknown. Yet another initiation of crossing thresholds and walking through gates of initiation requiring great courage and faith. This time involving rare love. As we transition, it's not always straightforward, but we're being called to burst through the constraints so that something new can bloom. Something deep inside of us knows the only way to surrender to the initiation is to surrender to the innate power within. Trust in it. It will carry us through. The new is wanting to be born through us, through you. Being initiated into even more of who we truly are. As well as that mercy and acceptance out again. But also that silver lining. Indication that the worst part is over. The atmosphere releasing all that it was holding, and in turn the earth being cleansed, replenished, and nourished. An activation of endorphins, creating a shift. This card is here to reassure us that things are about to ease up. We've been through the worst of it, and now hope is here. The past weeks, months, or even years haven't been straightforward. These were tests, but now at long last, smooth seas are ahead. Glorious new beginnings. More confirmation of remaining grounded, as that is some of our best qualities. Embodiment. Embody that true love. Integrate it. You attract what you are. Embody true love, and you will attract your true love. But it's also emphasizing the importance of remaining grounded. Other areas needing to be addressed, embracing all stages, committing more fully to your life. Deeper commitments are forming, regardless of your current circumstances and connections. And for some of you, it's going to be with a mystic. For contextual purposes only, in terms of the labels and archetypes. And in terms of shirking tradition, some of you may have been raised a bit more on the religious end or something along that line, something a bit more conservative. And so you've been resisting that person, even though you know that they're your person. Like, not yours like a possession or ownership, but you just know that that is your one true love. There is no denying it, no matter which way we try to go with it. I promise you that. We can drop our defenses and just allow our soul to land and occupy. Full commitment to the sacred union. Full commitment. This is all about the beloved within, but also outer relationships. Connection, division, love, hurt, compassion, separation. For some of you, returning to the most important relationship that we'll ever have, and that's the one with yourself. But also the understanding is how when we deepen the connection with the beloved within, even our most challenging relationships deepen. We're being invited to grow through relationships. Even when we've been feeling tested and stretched, finding ourselves longing for something different. Embrace yourself fully and treat yourself like the most precious person on the planet, beloveds. And the more you do so, the more you embrace you, and the more embraced you feel, the easier it will be to embrace others. We also have open. Say yes. Say yes. Expansion through extremes and trust. There's that energy of trust again. Trusting in the outcome without being focused on it. Putting your 2 feet wholly and completely in. When we're going through difficult times, when we most want to separate, the healing is often found in connection, not separation. Keep your heart open. Even when you feel like you're going to shut down from the pain. This is when we find ourselves. This is where that resilience came from. The knowing that the pain is inevitable, but the suffering is a choice. A reminder that no one is immune to the highs and lows of the human experience, including in romance. But know this. You have support. Confirmation on that community that came out with the circle card in the Mystical Shaman deck earlier. For some of us, there's even unseen help in the physical and in the astrals, Holy Spirit just said. When we leave home, we must find something to hold us. When our lover leaves, we must find something to hold us. When the job ends, we must find something to hold us. When our parents die, we must find something to hold us. And when we think there's nothing holding us, it's an invitation to find new supportive ground. Reaching out to our communities for extra holding. Not necessarily like our literal physical surroundings and community, but our people. We'll just say those closest to us at all times, who are in it for the long haul, even when the chips fall. Trust in the sureness. Trust the process of what's unfolding. And know we're not going through it alone. We discovered that what we thought was a tomb was actually a womb. Whoa. The womb. Trusting that no matter where we are in our relationships and our one true love, trust that the energy of the Great Mother and the Most High has our back. What we once perceived as a dead end, and this is where this entire message started, is actually a fresh new start. That hand being held up isn't cautioning us to stop. It's bursting through the thicket. As shall we. Bursting through the thicket. A rebirth. Renewal. Regardless of the dynamics of the now moment. Extra support from our A-teams and the mundane world. Yet another synchronicity. We have the child within. Which also came out in this deck. as holding our one true love close to our heart, as we embrace a fresh new start. Shortly, soon. Oh, confirmation. Already in the orbit. It may not be in your immediate home or area, but love is in the air. Oh, oh, love is in the air. It's right there. What you seek is seeking you. And they really want you to relax more as they prepare for you tea for two. Confirmation on that transformation. 9 plus 1 is 10. It may very well be a bit of a painful ending, but our future is bright. So bright, the haters are gonna need shades at night. The child within. The rose wants us to release all hardness from our bodies and all hurt from ourselves and find a way to soften. Remember, no matter what has happened, is happening, or will happen, we are all innocent children of the stars and the earth. The flowers are here for us. The rose wants us to know. Our one true love is a safe energy. So we can take our minds off of that and focus on nurturing our child self from within. This is a card of gentle reassurance and compassion, gentle under tenderness. No matter how much we've grown, When we as adults are hurt or triggered, it's normal to regress and feel overwhelmed by the original emotion. And while we can't change the past, what we can do is scoop up this child within. Place them in the soft petals of the rose. Of our own hearts. Be yourselves. On your own schedule, on your own time. And no more beating ourselves up over past mistakes. This is renewal, even on a cellular level. A complete overhaul. Our birthright. The rose without thorns. Our birthright. Joy, peace, and sweetness of life and love. Our birthright. Dive straight into the sweetness of it. What it means to be currently alive, regardless of our connections and circumstances. To embrace all the beauty and bliss that life has to offer. We have a right to our joy. And the rose without thorns wants you to take every ounce of it right now. A rare moment in time of deep peace and enjoyment. For this rare moment in time, doing a rare love session. Being called to taste all that it has had to offer. And you may want to start with part 1. This is part 2. Drink it all in. You deserve every drop. You've worked for this moment. Embrace it now with open arms. It's safe for you to enjoy this. Right now, our only lesson to integrate is to be in the delight of it all and say, command it. I have a right to my joy. All right, let's get an angel card and draw this to a close. I just need to take a moment to separate the archangels from the rest of the deck. This won't take long at all. And we're going to see what angels are coming in to assist us, as well as the energies associated. But also, Holy Spirit is saying we're not going to do a most likely outcome for this message because there is no finish line. However, we are going to be drawing this message to a close. With some guidance. All the angels featured in this deck. We'll see what's coming out as our guidance and allies in terms of our connections with our one true love. Oh, we just had 2 cards come out in that full pass. An upheaval of some kind, leading to good fortune. Life experience and the wheel. We have Archangel Chamuel and Archangel Michael or Michael. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Dreamer, Archangel Metatron. This is also the Fool card in the Rider-Waite. And this is the Tower, and this is the Wheel of Fortune. Right behind that in our immediate environment, we also have the Sun, the best possible card that we can get in this deck. Ooh, and the Lovers right behind that. And these are going to be our closing messages, beloveds. We're inching closer to that 1 o'clock deadline. So, here we go. In terms of guidance and allies coming in, we have Raphael, Uriel, Raphael, Uriel, Metatron, Michael, and Chamuel. Beautiful. A recent event that was a wake-up call for us to make some life changes. A new revelation or something that we may have known but have been procrastinating about. For some of the collective, this is procrastinating on making that next move pertaining to where you are and your current circumstances involving relationships. Seeing ourselves as forever changed as a result, but bringing us growth and encouraging us to spread our wings. Allowing these new insights to motivate us to embrace the path of our heart's true desires and our intuitions. Suddenly seeing the truth, like I did in August, followed by inevitable change. And Archangel Chamuel can help us find whatever it is that we're seeking, including the right relationships. And even for those with, financial constraints causing trouble in paradise, part of those inevitable changes is a divinely guided career. Continue to follow your angels. Okay. There it is, Holy Spirit speaking over the top of me, saying follow your intuitions when it comes to your angels, and also just following your intuitions in general, because that's how our angels speak to us. Liberation, followed by good fortune. Yet another number 10 on the table. Why am I not surprised? We also have Archangel Michael. This card comes to us because of positive changes. So this upheaval, this tower moment, isn't a bad one. Expect and enjoy beneficial new opportunities as they present themselves. A time to make big and small changes. Take the leap with the knowledge that everything will work well for you. Old blocks are lifting and everything now is moving forward quickly. Recent events may have shook our faith, but we will see how they were actually positive for us. Recent events, those upheavals and tower moments, no less than the last 5 months, are leading to balanced karma and happy accidents for us. This is our destiny. Which is the merging of all of this divine feminine and sacred feminine, divine masculine, sacred masculine, divine, whatever. It's a merger. A hemisync on multiple levels, physically, emotionally, spiritually, and romantically. And there's the fire horse that came out in part 1, and I can't make this up. This is our year, collective. I encourage you to go check out part 1. And you will see when it popped out as I was shuffling. But also applying a bit more logic to our intuitions. Archangel Michael, that hemisync The Supreme Protector Angel walking beside us through changes, giving us courage, strength, and self-confidence. Call upon them whenever you'd like specific guidance about your next step. This is a miracle in the making. An all-out miracle. We also have the Dreamer and the Lovers. Taking a leap of faith with intimate relationships. I said we weren't going to have a most likely outcome, but this card actually represents happy outcomes. But that's, in terms of outcomes, that's the only energy that I'm being guided to share from this particular card. Confirmation on that confidence being an excellent strength and quality for partnerships. Listening to your own inner guidance with the Dreamer, Archangel Metatron. As we're about to enter a new and exciting phase of our lives, knowing that the benevolent universe wants us to succeed, faith and commitment to our dreams, and taking necessary steps to move forward with confidence. We may need just a bit more additional input or guidance, but don't allow this to stall your forward movement. Creative solutions, unexpected opportunities. Archangel Metatron is the overseer of those who are new to the spiritual path and to young people who are spiritually aware. Call upon them to overcome awkwardness and fully commit to taking action and moving forward towards the fruition of your dreams, especially when it comes to your one true love. This is also that childlike awe, the child self, a return to innocence, Holy Spirit just said. Remembering that we are all innocent children of the stars. Hey, lover, lover. Lover, lover. One true love. M plus R. M plus R. Like it's been carved into a picnic table or something. I can see it. I can see the heart carved into the picnic table with M plus R. At a train station or a depot. In a gazebo. Ooh. The conclusions that we reach now with the Lover's card are going to greatly influence our future. Thoroughly considered. Some current relationships that may have been a bit rocky are going to return to good health. other relationships that need for balance, that balance will be restored when you are with the right one for you. Otherwise, the chaos and disconnection are going to continue to spin the block. For some of the collective, your one true love, you're not with them yet, and you're about to roll up on them, or they're about to roll up on you with childlike wonder and awe. You can call upon Archangel Raphael. In addition to being the angel of health and traveling, is also the patron of soulmates, helping us with significant relationships, also helping us manifest the soulmate partnership of our dreams. You watched it come out. Beautiful. Since our A-teams have been mentioned all throughout both part 1 and part 2, we're going to draw this to a close with one card from Beyond Lemuria. This is all about the energy of true love, unconditional, as well as healing. Guaranteed to have a positive message every single time from this deck. Here we go. Closing messages for the collective for this Rare Love Edition session, please. From our A-teams. Oh my gosh. Our A-teams are on their A game, and they are in full support of co-creating and collaborating with us and our one true love. All right, we got a message from this deck, and we have the ether, the seamless, unspeakable. The seamless, unspeakable. But we're going to read on the upper world first, since it somehow ended up in that deck. It was meant for us to see at this time. Definitely not what I was expecting to see coming out of the Beyond Lemuria deck. Angels, divine helpers, and ancient ones, and all varieties of luminous beings populating the upper world. The place where you go to retrieve your destiny and find out who you will become, discover your great potentials and undreamt of possibilities. It's also the place where the spirit of the dead arrive when they complete their journey to the light, calling us to step into our fully realized selves, clear distractions, and move into our higher destiny. No longer falling to temptation to craft a slightly more improved version of yourselves. What was once perceived as a problem or an obstacle was in fact the irritation we needed to take the next great leap. Remember, we cannot cross the Grand Canyon in 2 small jumps. We can ask our divine helpers on the table and otherwise, our spirit council, our A teams on their A game per usual. A new destination is available to us with that card. And with this one, the illuminated space of no distraction and pure potential is beyond the threshold. It is the centered and present place where all dreams are birthed. From here, we can choose where to go. What may be perceived as endless nothingness is the illuminated eternal, the core that all fears may be peeled back to. Step through the darkness and realize it is only a short distance from the white void at the center of creation. Herein lies the feeling that we may have been striving to meet, yet subconsciously running from. In graceful surrender, know you are held and drop deeper into existence. And one more from the bottom, right here. We have, the heart chakra. Unfurling back to love. Wow. The chakra card represents love in its many forms, reminding you that everything in life can unfold into love or fear. When unfurled back enough, the foundation of all you seek lies in the universal desire and right to feel love and be loved. Love heals. God is love. This is the force that will change the world. Have compassion. Expand your awareness and heart-centered radiance for all beings on the planet. Encapsulate Earth in loving compassion. Bask in the blissful feeling of the planet in all of its perfect balance. Loving you back. And that is the message. Keep your heart open and trust in that true love. In its purest, most sacred form. I'm hearing break on through to the other side by the doors. Break on through by the doors. Bust through those constraints, regardless of what they are. You will know what that means for you. And this message has just come full circle. I want to thank you so very much, Multiversal Soul Amelia, for tuning in with much gratitude and appreciation from my heart chakra to yours. Brightest of blessings and agape omni love to all. Brightest of blessings. And one more thing. I love you. You I do. I do. I do.